All across Disney World, the Dreamers are attending their diving sessions. During these sessions, the Dreamers talk to professionals who do the job that they dream of. Behind me is the film session where it's called All About Pitch. Will Packer, a famous producer for movies such as Stomp the Yard, is talking to the Dreamers. Let's go take a look.
You want to share one?
Okay, I come from a family of athletes, mostly track runners, and when I was in the 7th grade, I told my dad I wanted to run tracks. He said, "Nah, girl, you slow. You can't run on track." So I said, okay, fine, then I won't run. So I decided to swim instead. When I got to high school, I was like, you know what? I'm sick of my dad telling me I can't run track. I'm going to show him. So I started running track, and now I'm second in the county for pole vault.
Really?
Nice.
How about that? People who were like big Hollywood types, you know, and they would say no, and they would tell me why whatever film it was wasn't good enough and why I couldn't make it. Here's the thing, though. It doesn't matter who it is that's telling you no. If it's not you that's telling you no, then it's not over. Your dream is your dream because we're going to define our own what? Success. We define our own success. When I finished that second movie and it made $1 million, I made a few more small movies in between, and then I wanted to make like a bigger movie. And I went out to Hollywood and I pitched a movie. I had this idea, right? And I wanted to make a movie. I told you guys I went to FAMU. I wanted to make a movie. And like fraternities, sororities, really big there. I was in a fraternity and we would, stepping was really big, right? That's what we would do. We would step. You know what stepping is? It's like, you ever see that movie Stomp the Yard?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's like what they did in Stomp the Yard. So I had an idea that I wanted to make a movie about my college experience, and I wanted to make it about fraternities and stepping, and I went out to Hollywood and I pitched it, and I said, I got this movie, it's going to be really cool, and there's this new music artist, and his name's Chris Brown. He was like really new at the time, and I went out and I pitched it. And the studio said, absolutely not. We never heard of stepping. We don't know about your fraternity. We never heard of this kid Chris Brown. No, we're not making your movie. And that was Sony. So then we went to Universal. They said the same thing. So then we went to Paramount. We went to Warner Brothers. We went to all the studios. Everybody told us no. We were in LA, living in Atlanta, still in Jonesboro, flew back. Said, okay, what are we going to do? All right, we can't give up. We've never given up. It's not what we do. We're going to revise our pitch. We're going to figure out another way to go in and sell this movie. We went back to Hollywood. And we told them this time, we kind of switched the pitch around a little bit, told it a little differently, and we said, that's our movie. What do you think? And they said, aren't you the same guys that were in here a couple weeks ago? Didn't we tell you no the last time? The answer's still no. Get out of here. No, we're not making your movie. And Universal told us that, and Paramount, and Warner Brothers. Then we went back into Sony. Now, remember I was telling you about listening and how if you're going to try to sell an idea, you have to know who you're selling it to. Well, there was a movie you guys may or may not remember, and it was called You Got Served. You remember that? It was a dance movie, and the guys from B2K were in it, right? Well, Sony made that movie, and it was about like kids that like lived. They were like street kids in LA, and they dance battle against each other, right? Sony had made a lot of money on that movie. So we went in and we paid attention and we listened and we knew who we were going in. We knew we were going in to pitch the same people that had success with that movie. So when we walked in that next time, we said, hey, we got it. We got the next big blockbuster here for Sony. You Got Served too. And they said, really? Tell us some more. We said, okay. It's about one of the You Got Served kids from LA, and he ends up going to college, and he joins a fraternity, and he starts to learn this new style of dance, and he brings his dancing that he learned in LA that he did in You Got Served, and he combines it with the stepping that they do, and it's going to be really great. And we got this new artist that we know you never heard of, and we're going to have him in there as a cameo, and people are going to love it. It's going to be this really cool dance movie, You Got Served too. And they said, sounds like a good idea. We're in. Eventually, that movie became what? You got it. Stomp the Yard. I made Stomp the Yard. Stomp the Yard was the first movie I made that was like really, really successful. Everybody in Hollywood passed on that movie. Told us, no, I don't want to make that movie. When we released that movie, it opened #1 at the box office. It made over $26 million in one weekend. Then people liked it so much that the next weekend, it was #1 again at the box office. But we were #1 2 weeks in a row. A funny thing happens in Hollywood when you open #1. All those people that told us no,
we always believed in you.
Let me tell you, brother, you got it. Every last one of them called, and you know what they said? Why didn't you bring us that movie? That is how Hollywood works, and honestly, it's how life works. You're always going to have challenges. Even when you've reached, like say Steve Harvey, at the pinnacle, the highest point of success. He's done it all. He's very successful in his career. He still has to, and he and I talk about this, he has challenges that he has to overcome every day. So it never stops. But one thing about him, and one thing about me, and one thing about you guys, if you're going to be successful, is that as long as you believe in you, it doesn't matter what anybody else says. Really, think about it. The most important person is you. And so what I do every morning when I wake up, I look in the mirror and I tell myself how great I am. Every morning. I tell myself how smart I am and how successful I'm going to be and how ready for whatever challenges I face I am. I tell myself that. We have to remember who our audience is, right?
That blew my mind. I can't believe how much they're learning from Will Packer. These diver sessions are great. I'm here with Will Packer. What is a producer?
A producer is somebody that makes things happen. I'm a movie producer, so I make movies happen. I'm responsible for going out and getting the money and getting the actors and putting the movie out in the theater. So that's what I do on the movie side. But just in general, a producer is somebody that makes it happen no matter what.
How did you become a producer?
You know what? I was following a dream that I had, and I made a movie when I was still in college, because I went to college, I finished high school, I made good grades, I got a scholarship, went to college, and I made a movie when I was in college, and I kind of was doing it for fun. And that movie was a little bit successful. I said, I can do this again. So I made another movie and another movie and another one until I was making successful movies. And along the way, I had some tough times and some people that tried to discourage me and tell me no, but I didn't want to listen to it.
I was watching you during the diving lessons. How did you think that went?
I liked it. The deep dive. That's where I got a chance to talk to some kids one-on-one about filmmaking. I loved deep dive. It was really good because it gave me time to share with them my story. I mean, you tell me, how do you think I did? Was it, you tell me, you were there, what'd you think?
I thought it was awesome.
Did you really?
I really loved it.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. Tell you what, next time we'll do the deep dive together, me and you. You like that? Because we're about the same height. I'm just saying. I like that shirt, too. You look good, man. How long you been here at Disney?
For about 2 days now.
Really? What do you think you want to be? You want to be a reporter when you grow up? No?
A lawyer.
Do you really? Good for you, man. Let me tell you, lawyers make all the money. They take all my money. I'm just saying. Lawyers always win. No matter what, the lawyer always wins. Remember that.
You have a movie coming out called Think Like a Man. How do you think that's going to go?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. You kidding me? It's going to be #1. #1 at the box office. That's what I think. I think that about all my movies, though. No matter what, I always I believe in my movies, so I believe if I believe in them, other people should. And if I don't believe in them, watch it anybody else. So I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be the #1 movie in the country.
Thanks.
Good?
Yep.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me, Anthony.
Here's my business card.
Oh, You got a business card? Give it to me. Lay it on. Don't give me the wrong card now, Anthony. Don't have me calling the wrong person. Awesome. Anthony's business card.